Howdy y'all. Today we're going to show you how to mate Argentavises, these big birds that we're on right now. We have two fairly good leveled fighters. We've kind of been focusing on doing high melee damage, a higher movement speed, and higher health for these guys, just so that they're useful for taking down alphas. And now, since we've maxed out the female, we want to see about making babies and what level they're going to come out being and all of that. Anyway, so we've done some kind of prep already we've gathered all of our meat because these are carnivores, so they're going to eat the meat. And we're going to need a lot because babies eat tons and tons of meat. So we'll take the potential mother and father inside. My lovely assistant here, Kid, will be helping me.
Yeah, boy.
As you can see, his mount, Chuck Norris, is level 258 with the current stats, as you can see, and all the meat on him. So while my tribe mate, my husband, helps me, I'm going to whistle using you so that they won't move, and he's going to put them on wander. As you can see, the mating process has begun. Woohoo! Now, because we have an oviraptor in the area, it should increase the mating speed. You can see that by the little eggs that are kind of pulsing around the room. You can tell they're mating by the mating bar underneath that says mating progress, and also by the little hearts, the bunch of little red hearts that are above them, not to be mistaken with the little pink heart that's up there that just says that they're mate boosted. It'll be interesting to see whose colors they go with. This baby that hopefully it's a girl. That's what I want. Hopefully it's a girl. Almost there. Okay. And just like that, we have a little egg. You can tell it's a fertilized egg because it's got the red around it. Let's see.
Both are off wandering.
Perfect. Now I gotta get around to the egg. Hitting my X, I'm now crawling on the floor. Pick up my little fertilized RG egg. See, while it's in my inventory, I don't have to worry about the egg's health. But the downside is it'll spoil after a certain amount of time, as you can see by the timer, and it won't incubate while I'm holding on to it. So we have set up here specific our little AC units. We only have, I think there's 5 or 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 6. Which is what they suggest using when you're breeding. So I'm going to go ahead and drop this item right here on the floor. And as you can see by the little bars at the bottom, now it's going to start incubating because it's it's at the perfect temperature. And as that bar goes down, we get closer to seeing our babies. Yay!
Hopefully we'll get twins or triplets.
Yeah, that would be really nice, wouldn't it? Now, if we didn't want to use our AC units, we also have two dimorphodons. No, dimetrodons. Sorry. Downstairs, as you can kind of see out of the right side of my screen, Anastasia and Dimitri. And we could put the egg between them and have kind of along the same effect as the AC units. I've never done it before, so I don't know if it's more powerful or less powerful when it comes to maintaining the proper temperature that you're going to need for whatever egg you're incubating. As far as I know, Argentavis eggs like a lot cooler temperatures in comparison to like a Rex or a Raptor that, you know, you can set right in between 3 fires, and the heat produced by those fires is enough to let it incubate without worrying about its health too much. Whereas an RG, I've just put them right on the ground and still had them register as too hot. So I don't know how you would go about getting one of these without having the AC units or the dimetrodons. Yeah, dimorphodons are the little ones I keep mistaking them with. Their names are just too similar, you know? About halfway there. Almost there. Just a little bit left. Alright, fingers crossed. We want a girl. We want a girl. Please give us a girl. Woohoo! A 116. I'll worry about naming it later. It's a male. 116. Alright. Honey, you're the one with all the meat. I'll pull it off the ledge by moving back as far as I can. Whoop. Look how tiny it is. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's got its mom's coloring too. Oh, it's so tiny. So cute. So currently it's a baby, which means it won't feed off the trough. It'll become a juvenile, which will switch over to trough feeding as soon as its weight, available weight, is 10% of what its overall weight is. Ooh, it got 221.5 melee damage. It's a little higher.
Sure did. Weight's 450.
Yep. We got 1,000 health. We're not the most amazing thing ever, but you know, a great starting place, and we'll for sure, as we level it up, bump all of those stats, because this will probably be another one of our, and here, like right on top of it, another one of our attack birds. So. I do love that tan peachy color. The overall progress is kept on that little maturation bar at the bottom.
I made sure and disabled the wandering because for some reason whenever babies are born, they're automatically wandering. So
It's very true. You want to make sure that
Just
you
make
have
sure to
plenty.
disable it.
You want to make sure you have plenty of meat too, because they will eat through a lot of food as they grow. And right now, it's completely dependent upon us. So if you walk away from this thing, it could die before it gets high enough to be trough fed. Same goes for penguins, the kairuku. If you tame one that's not an adult, you'll have to watch it if it's a baby. I actually did that when we first started playing. Tamed a baby kairuku because it was the cutest little thing ever. And then I left it before it was trough fed and didn't realize I still had to feed it. And it ended up dying before I could get back to it. You know, all I saw was the death notification across my screen. I was like, oh my gosh, what happened? Because it was inside the pen. Oh. Since its wandering's off now, I can unfollow it. We're about halfway now on the wait. A little over halfway. On the wait here for what, 10% of this? Show you what it looks like on the
So
little
it's going
bar.
to be about 45.5 weights of whenever it will go juvenile.
You can see it's not very far along the bar. And if we times what it currently has by 2, that's when it'll be out of the baby phase. So it spends most of its bar in the juvenile phase. So you don't have to sit here through the whole bar and mess with it. You just have to make sure that the trough that it feeds off of has enough meat for it to last. Like, our trough over here has to be able to hold the baby's hunger and all of the dinosaurs that are here as well. Because if we walk away and there's not enough, and all of our other dinosaurs pull from it enough to where it pulls it down to nothing, then the baby will starve as well. Which would be frustrating because you're almost done by the time it's a juvenile. To lose it at that point would be a nightmare. Restart all over in a couple of days when your female can mate again. Do you have any ideas, honey, as to what you want to name it?
Well, the dad's Chuck Norris. We can name it Bruce Lee or Jackie Chan.
Okay, it's up to you.
Just thinking of Dad Chuck Norris, Mom Lucy Liu.
Its weight's almost there. We're at 40.9. Once it flips over to juvenile, it won't eat any more out of its inventory if there's a trough nearby. So you might as well just pull all the meat off of it except for a little just in case your trough runs out. And put the rest of it into the trough to kind of buoy up your supply. Alright, here we go. Almost there. Yep, just like that. See, it says juvenile here. So I'm going to go ahead and take all this out of here and leave one row of meat in its inventory just to be on the safe side. Put this in here. I think my partner in crime went out to go get us some more meat from the sounds of it. So that's surely not going to be enough for a baby. thanks for watching, and hope you tune in next time for our future episodes. Well, see you later. Bye.
See